Welcome to Tech Tips with Sold Out Media. I'm Amanda.
I'm Jacob.
And today we have the Amaran COB 60X.
Yes, from Aputure.
From Aputure. This is an awesome little lamp, actually. This is our second one. We couldn't wait to get the first one out of the box and play with it.
Yeah.
And it is powerful.
It is actually beyond powerful, I must say. It is beamingly strong.
Yeah. Actually, let's open this up and see what we got inside the box. All right.
Da-dum, da-dum, dum. Don't make that.
Let's go sakta.
Sakta, sakta.
Gotta go really careful here. We're a little crazy. We like to keep every one of our boxes.
Even if we never ever sell them.
So check out the case for starters. Like, what a nice little case this is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get rid of that plastic there? Yeah.
Ta-da!
Look at that.
It's quite nice, actually.
And it's light.
Da-da-da.
Like, if we open this guy up, whoa, check that out. All right, not a word of a lie. Look how small this is. Our photography camera is bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, when we get this out of the box, let's go to the specs. The Amaran COB 60X. It is CRI greater than or equal to 96. Has a CCT between 2700 Kelvin and 6500 Kelvin.
At 0.5 meters. The lux is 7,990 at 2,700 Kelvin. And with the reflector, it is 10,003.
The beam angle, bare bulb, is 120 degrees. And the beam angle with the standard reflector is 15 degrees. The dimensions of this unit, 11.7 by 11.1 by 11.1 centimeters. And the weight is 675 grams or 1.49 pounds. All right, so some key features about this light before you ever even turn it on, and in addition to the specs. You can see the light itself is quite small, but the mounting on the side is actually a Bowens mount.
Nice.
And then on the side here, you also have a V-mount that you can put broadcast batteries on.
Yes, and that's just a holder, by the way.
It's just a holder. So you then use a D-tap cable to go from the broadcast battery to this DC port.
Yes.
And
They
then
did include one for the Sony batteries, the
Yes.
NP something?
NPF.
NPF.
Yeah. So it just snaps on there like that. And you can
And
actually
show the cable.
Sorry. You can actually just connect it to the back here. And I actually love that you can do this, because imagine such a powerful little light like this. You want to go out and shoot at nighttime.
Yeah.
You're not limited. And since this is both daylight and studio light, so everything between 25 and 65 Kelvin, you actually have quite a powerful tool. Now, for the Bowens mount, they include this hyper reflector.
Yes.
But the cool thing is, if you had previous Aputure lights, or any Bowens mount accessories to previous lights, you can actually connect those on no problem. Just rotate.
Yeah, but this is not locked in. Hang on.
Oh, I can lock it here. There you go. Just use your button.
It spins.
All right.
There it is.
You got it?
And spin. Other way.
There we go.
There.
Yeah. So
Tighten your softbox.
just like that. I mean, that's a terrific feature. If you've already heavily invested, there were some other Aputure lights that I was reluctant to get, smaller ones that could be kit lights, just because I already had attachments to the bigger 120Ds and stuff like that.
And it does change things when you have to use the adapters.
Yeah, exactly.
So no adapters and
No adapters.
So
and
you can use.
buy all kinds of different things for bow and mount. Like we have this one.
We have this one, and I think we have a.
We have a Fresnel adapter as well for it.
Yes.
And they're not expensive, these actually.
And you don't have to get the Aputure's own. You can get any third party, whatever they call it.
Aftermarket.
Aftermarket.
It has a great attachment, actually. So it doesn't come with your standard connection point for a light, so to speak. It just has a tiny little screw that screws the adapter in for that. Yeah. It comes with this nifty flex arm here. And
good that you can angle it back and forth too, yeah?
Exactly. You can angle that in many, many different ways. I've heard some people say that because these lights are so small, it makes more sense, especially if you have a bigger softbox or fixture to it, to mount the fixture with C-clamps rather than to mount it to this, putting all the pressure on this.
Same as if you had a long lens on your camera, you mount it in the middle instead of you mounting it at the camera and snap your camera off.
Exactly. Otherwise, the only other thing you have is the power.
Yep.
And this that came on the light, which protects the actual bulb when you're storing it.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember to remove that before you light the light up.
Yes, it is LED, but it will melt stuff.
It is wicked hot. The Aputure 120T, I put something up just to see if I could like angle
make a barn
light.
door.
Yeah, I was just testing like how and I was maybe this far away from the light, and it started smoking within seconds. It was super powerful.
And it was a piece of wood at that. So yeah.
So anyway, we're going to go over to Jake here, and he's going to show us how to use the
Sidious app.
The Sidious app.
There. I'm just going to hop into the Sidious Link app to control this little Amaran at the moment. So I'm just going to fire it up, and I'm going to I have to link this up with the BT reset. It says right here, and then I go into my little app here. If you want to go in and add it to your thing, you have to push the little guy, add your devices, write in the serial number and all that fun jazz, and link it up to which series it is. This is the 60X series. Here we go. When it's all linked up, you go into lighting control system, you add a scene. So I take scene 1, and linking it up to the network thing. There's my Amaran 60X. I'm going to pick you. So in here I can control, let's see if we can just turn it on too. Add white, add intensity, there it is, hello! So here I'm just controlling how much intensity I have. I'm controlling what color I have. Just dimming it back and forth between the daylight and the other color. Can do a quick, fast, full, quarter, and on and off. And then up here you have effects at top right. So if I want to do, say, a fire effect, I put in a frequency, I put in an intensity and the color, and then I press play to start. Maybe I wanted this a bit warmer, so there you go. Now it's a warm firelight. I can do paparazzi, and I add frequency and the color, and I press play. Now it's the paparazzi one. Then I can stop it at any time. Here is fireworks. So, you know, the usual little things you can do, the light bulb, the lightning, the faulty TV, just a pulsing, and a strobe. So, there you have it. It's actually not that hard to hook it up, and if you have quite a few of them, you can control them all in the same app. It's just once again, you have to have your phone on you to do this. But if you just put it on the light stand, you can still control everything with the little button, at least the normal intensity and the color. The actual effects you might have to go into the app anyways. Well, there you have it. That's how it works. I'm going to turn this off. Shush. There. Back to the field.
Okay, future Amanda here. Look, I was super stoked about this box with the Amaran COB 60X, because I was like, oh, look how nice this extra little foam case is. And it is nice. The problem is that to use it, you actually have to make sure that every little cable is put back super tight. There's been a couple times I've had it out now, and I've tried to put it back in, and if this cable or this cable is being a little unwieldy and I try to close it, like the box is breaking on the side here. So that's just a little side note. If you do buy this, if you're super meticulous about your cables, it's going to be fine. But if you're like 90% of the techs out there, when you go to stuff this in the box, it's not going to work. So you might want to buy another case for this guy. All right. Hi, Amanda again. And listen, I would be amiss if I didn't actually mention how quiet this guy is. So we're going to connect him up real quick to this power source that I conveniently have sitting next to me. All right. I was super surprised at how quiet this guy is. So that's 35% intensity. 85. There's 100% intensity. Can you hear that in my mic from here? But if I put it up here, can you hear? I think I'm breathing louder than this. I'm definitely talking louder than it. So, I mean, that's awesome. I've heard some complaints about some of the other Aputures that came out in the last year, like the 100X and stuff like that, that they were a little louder. This guy's super quiet, and in such a tiny body, they did an awesome job cooling it. And I know we haven't had it running very long right now in this example, but we did have it out testing it, and it stays pretty quiet. So. So, final thing about this guy, price.
Roughly $250.
It is ridiculously cheap for this kind of light.
You can get 3 or 4 of those for the same price of the other big lights, and you get much more versatility with them.
Mm-hmm. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. We're going to play around with these some more, and you won't be seeing them because they'll be lighting us. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
That's right. See ya.
See ya.